G'day everyone and welcome to the Australian Model Railway News for January 2025. We're going to go through all the news announcements and updates that have happened in the model railway industry. And don't forget to stay through to the end so you can find out about all the currently announced exhibitions, open days and conventions happening throughout 2025 and into the future. Australian Model Railway News is made possible by our sponsors. Elevate your model railway or architectural projects with Trackside Models, where quality meets precision. The Australian-made laser-cut structures are precisely crafted, ensuring every detail is captured flawlessly. At Trackside Models, their mission is to bring you top-notch buildings in scale format at prices that won't break the bank, and they're proud to offer Australian-made and designed models. It's their way of celebrating the beauty of Australian architecture and supporting local talent. Experience the difference with Trackside Models, where quality, affordability, and Australian craftsmanship converge. Explore their collection today and bring your miniature world to life like never before. And don't forget, you can get 10% off all orders using the code WillJamesRailways at checkout. Buckambool Model Trains is the home of DCC in Australia, retailing a wide range of budget and premium DCC decoders, as well as a wide range of accessories for N and HO scales. Buckambool stocks Zimo, ESU and Lace DCC, as well as Sprog DCC programmers and very soon DCC EX command stations designed here in Australia. Buckambool offers installation services in N and 009 scale as well as others, with many different installation options available, but please contact them directly for more information. Buckambool also carries a wide range of DCC and DCC sound pre-fitted Gopher model locomotives, and in addition to this, they will be the exclusive retailer of the factory sound fitted N-scale 38 class locomotives, and the news is also made possible by the Scale Modeler Supply. Take a look at their vast array of high quality paints and accessories meticulously crafted to bring your model projects to life. And enjoy 10% off all orders with code WillJamesRailway at checkout. And lastly, the news is also made possible by the Patreons on Patreon. And if you'd like to gain early access to videos on this channel while supporting their production, head over to patreon.com/WillJamesRailways now. This month we welcome new sponsor, 3D Cast, who are supplying Australian modelers with premium 3D printing products. 3D Cast stock a range of resins that are perfect for model railway projects. And sample bottles are available as a special gift to viewers, and just use the code word WillJames for 10% off all sample bottles. They have an easy online store with fast shipping. 3D Cast also offer a wholesale side to the business, and this is open to qualifying 3D printing companies and clubs with discounts on regular orders. And for further information, please contact them directly. And of course, if you are new here or you're returning, don't forget to be subscribed so you can keep up to date with all the videos that I have coming out regularly. This month we open up with SDS Models, who responded to correspondence this month telling us that the much awaited and delayed Victorian Railways K-Class have arrived. And they added that it is likely that they won't receive the stock until the first week of February, due to the last week of January only being a 4-day week. Adding that other than these models, they won't receive anything until the second quarter of 2025 due to the Chinese New Year holidays. Although workers come back around the 8th of February and shipments will kick off again in March. And this was all that I was told, and I have no further information on upcoming releases. Beautiful Little Buildings have introduced 3 new goods sheds this month, each with unique features. Ballandine, an A44 by 14 foot weathered goods shed set up on low stumps. It features a front-loading platform with 2 doors and a corrugated iron roof that extends over the platform with arched supports. The rear of the building has 2 separate loading platforms, each with their own door and steps. Detailed touches include ant capping over the stumps, downpipes and individually rendered roof iron sheets. The Summit, a 24 by 12 foot timber goods shed with a corrugated iron skillet roof. It has a front loading platform with double doors and an unusual half wall of vertical slated boards, similar to a cream shed. A small loading dock at one end adds character, and details like ant capping on the stumps and padlocks on the doors bring this model to life. And Bundaberg, their latest goods shed, adapted specifically for their layout. It is based on the original Bundaberg Central Station goods shed, and it features a corrugated iron construction, extended platforms at the front, and 2 doors on each side. The shed includes small windows at each end, downpipes, and some slightly warped tin sheets for added character. The windows and frames are laser cut to fit perfectly To ensure stability during shipping and painting, the shed is printed with a secure foundation base, which can either be snipped off or incorporated into your layout, with plaster for a seamless look. They've also added some hotels. The Grand Hotel. This iconic 1885 building features intricate cast iron balustrades and lacework on its upper verandas, French doors leading to the upper story veranda, and a mix of brickwork and exposed brick on street level. The model is printed in 3 parts, with locating shapes for perfect alignment. Windows, doors, and frames are laser cut for precise fitting. This striking hotel would make a stunning centerpiece on any street layout. Oasis on Bourbon, another ornate design. This building has a first-story veranda with serpentine tin roof, French doors opening onto the veranda, and an upper-story brickwork. The street-level shops could easily be adapted into a charming railway hotel with appropriate signage. As well as that, they've had a few custom requests. The Glen Ap Signal Cabin, the first crossing loop on the Kygol to Brisbane Uniform Gauge Railway. While the original building now resides at the Rathdowney Visitor Information Centre, they're recreating the Glen Ap Signal Cabin. Lower Mead Signal Cabin, which is currently located at the North Bundaberg Historical Museum, and this signal cabin will feature on their exhibition layout. The Bacchus Marsh Station, a stunning Victorian-era station in HO scale, is on their to-do list. The Walloon Cottage, a fascinating derelict cottage near Walloon in Queensland, has been requested, capturing the wonkiness and weathered charm of this abandoned structure. With its rust, dust and mould, it'll both be a challenge and a joy to create. Looking ahead, later this year, they'll be introducing HO scale Australian cars to complement their Bundaberg layout's main street. They'll also be producing a range of HO scale people to populate your layout, and these additions will be available on their website later this year. Along the tracks have released the Riversdale signal box in HO scale. This kit is inspired by the wooden signal box on Riversdale Road in Camberwell, Victoria. The signal box was constructed in 1916, and it's typical of the small signal boxes found around Melbourne and Victoria. Other examples can be found at Clifton Hill and Glenferrie Road. The dimensions without the base plate in HO are 60mm wide by 91mm deep and 91mm high. Windows and doors, fascias and roofs are provided as separate parts for easy painting, and the kit is made from PLA plastic. And you can use Boyle craft glue, polycement, superglue or PVA to assemble the kit, though they've said that a small amount of sodium bicarbonate to join and apply the superglue will create a very quick and strong mold, and this does require some finishing parts and is priced at $70. Six Coupled Engineering is making slow but satisfying progress with developing the New South Wales FS and BS carriage family in N-scale. Initial production will include FS second class and BS first class carriages with prototypical variations to suit early constraints with flush sole bars and later contacts with recessed sole bars. These will also be accompanied by the Belclawat window MFS carriages. Future releases will include modified cars, the XBS, XFS and IFS designs, as well as the RBS and BSR cars with dining facilities, and a number of one-off cars over the history of the fleet, going into the modern preserved era. Hopefully, delivery timing can be announced in next month's release. New resin and a new printer have given a boost to the quality of the new production of Six Coupled Engineering's models. The PBSY wagon is being restocked, along with many other product lines, and will be available in early February. Updates and news are posted regularly on their Instagram at Six Coupled Engineering, and Trainwell Brighton is the exclusive dealer for Six Coupled at their store in Brighton, Victoria, and their full range can be purchased online at trainwell.net.au. DCM have launched their website, which is dcmmodels.com. Although at the time of recording this, you can now only get the 40-foot cube container from their website, which are in HO scale and are priced at $20. These are plastic body with pad printed cube logos and 2 distinct container numbers. They also feature pins on the bottom of the containers and holes on the top, and more will be added to their website in the future. Tramworks have now started to introduce ready-to-run trams, releasing the ready-to-run Sydney R1 tram, adding that they seem to get a lot of customer orders who want double O scale, so they'll be releasing them in this scale. However, if you do want HO scale, they can do that too, and these are priced at $499. They've also started a pre-release of the Brisbane Phoenix tram in OO scale, and are currently being offered at a discount, which is $449 for the pre-release models. And lastly, they are now also offering custom model building service for their kit and have now completed about 20 models so far in the last half of 2024. Gopher Models are pleased to announce the New South Wales Government Railways hub set in N-scale. These photos are of the pre-production samples, and they'll include their own automatic couplers instead of microtrains couplers. And they're hoping to have the hub set released in March, as they've now been approved for production. Due to the cost of production, they will only be available through Gopher Models, and they will be taking pre-orders with no deposit. And they'll be available in 5 and 2 individual car sets to make up a set of 7. There are 2 colour schemes, Tuscan and Russet and Indian Red. The Tuscan and Russet coincides with the colour of the Gopher Models 3801, and the Indian Red coincides with the other 38s by Gopher Models, 44 class and 42 classes. And of course, the Tuscan and Russet colour scheme would have also lasted until post-1955, until an overhaul was due. Pulse 3D have put together over 50 different colour prints for the first time, and they'll be bringing these to the news over the next few months. But for this month, they launched colour prints of their W and V car sets. The prints are of the AW First Class car, BW Second Class, Second Division of the CW with high and low roof versions, along with the ABW car. These kits are all coloured 3D prints, white sides, grey around the windows and brown on the roof, and black for the car connectors and underframe. To go along with W cars, they've also created a round roof BW, which they've launched in 3 versions. The red passenger car is normal, the red passenger car with steam rail yellow stripe, and the blue and gold version. For the V car sets, they've created AV First Class, BV Second Class, and the ABL. And they've also created the CV, and these kits are all colour 3D. A new model that they've also created is a 6-wheel passenger carriage. These are the A-type, and there's one of the A-wagons at the Mornington Tourist Railway, and the AB type, which there is one at the Newport Museum, and the B-type and BD Guards van versions. These models come with a red coloured body and separate brown second roof. This sits above the first roof, and black underframe, and these kits work well with 24.4mm axle lengths on the wheels. And these kits would go great with an SDS D3 or a Train World Y-Class steam engine. Another coloured print is that of the C van with red sides and brown roof and black underframe. Another new pass car is the West Coast Railways Excursion car based on the South Australian Railways 700 cars, with the roof separate and underframe and bogie sides supplied. They also have created new interiors that go in the Norman parlour car, and this has the seats modelled and printed in brown. This kit lifts the look of the parlour car and is available separately. News from Russlyn Foundry, who have now made the jump into 1/19th scale, with the Mapleton Tramway wagon in 3 versions. For now, guards vans with opening doors, pig and calf wagons with opening doors, and a flat wagon with optional bulkhead. All kits come with prototypical coupling arrangement bogies and wheels, and are all FDM printed. And these kits are priced at $150, and the flat wagon at $100. Vision N-Scale released another new N-Scale container, the Sadler's 20-foot tank container. And this is their first release for 2025. The container complements the other 40-foot containers released last month. The 20-foot container will fit on the Austin rail container flats and is priced at $16 plus postage. Powerline Models showed photos of the PTV and 707 Operation Z cars, although these have now sold out from the warehouse, and the only way to purchase one of these is now from a Powerline retailer who confirmed an order and also has not yet sold out. They added the PC540A and PC540B 707 Operations ACZ and BZ are still available, but only in limited numbers, adding that these are expected in time for the Train and Hobby Show at Sandown in 2025. A new manufacturer has entered the N-scale market, Taeh's Trains, who have said with the increasing interest of Australian N-scale, they've started designing 3D printed N-scale models, focusing on New South Wales and Victorian rolling stock. Currently, they released an N-scale BGVF grain hopper kit. And this kit includes the hopper body and the lid, with the flexibility to use microtrains bogies with bogie-mounted couplers, or a more affordable Chinese-manufactured bogies, which they added are not included. But this keeps costs low, and these kits are priced at $10 a hopper, with $10 shipping across Australia, or free local pickup in Belmere, Queensland. And you can now check them out on their Facebook page. Auscision had a huge amount of announcements. Now this has all come from social media posts, as any correspondence unfortunately wasn't answered, so if you do have any questions about releases, please direct it to them. They started with HO scale ROX container wagons, RQX bulkhead wagons, and ARFY refrigerated van tooling samples, saying that just before Christmas they received tooling samples of these wagons, adding that only 3 small items needed correcting on the model before the factory can proceed with the painted samples. They then announced a 421 class locomotive rerun, with 16 all-new numbers, livery combinations, along with 3 first-run models, and this time they are coming out with factory-fitted sound. As well as that, they'll also have keep alive capacitors to help with DCC when running over dirty track. As well as that, they also announced the AN class locomotive rerun, which is also expected to arrive later in 2025 with 9 new numbers and livery combinations, along with AN3, which is in the GAN livery from the first run. Once again, these will also be offered with DCC sound and keep alives fitted. To add to locomotive announcements, they've also announced that there will be another run of Victorian Railways A-class locomotives, with 11 new numbers and livery combinations, along with 5 models from the first production run, and just like the last 2, these will also be coming out with DCC sound and keep alives fitted. It should be noted that with all Auscision reruns, they're only doing 50 of each model versions being produced. Also, during the month, they did release the NPHH cement hoppers, and the CLF and CLPs arrived, and are now available from Australian Modeler and other Auscision stockists. In my own news, there's lots of trees on the way, and a restock of control parts are also coming, so keep an eye on my social media, or you can join my mailing list to get updates on them. So now let's take a look at all the currently announced exhibitions, open days and conventions happening from now into the future. In Store Victoria, there'll be a model train show happening on the 15th and 16th of February. On the 2nd of March, the Logan and District Model Railway Club will be holding a show and sale day. On Sunday the 9th of March, the Union Pacific Model Railway Club will be holding an open day at their club rooms in Holland Park, Queensland. Over the March Labour Day long weekend in Victoria, the Model Railway Craft and Hobby exhibition will be happening in Kyneton. In Queensland, on the 15th and 16th of March, the Bundaberg Model Train and Hobby Expo will be happening at the Bundaberg Multiplex Sports and Convention Centre. On the 15th and 16th of March, the Sandown Train and Hobby Show will be held. In the ACT, on the 29th and 30th of March, the Canberra Model Train Show will be held at the UC High School, Kayleen. AMRA Queensland will be holding an open day at their club rooms in Zillmere, Queensland on the 5th of April. In Victoria, on May 17th and 18th, the Latrobe Valley Model Railway Association will hold their exhibition in Morwell. In Dubbo, New South Wales, they'll be holding an open day weekend on the 22nd and 23rd of March. The Easter Model Train exhibition will be happening in Diamond Creek in Melbourne, and I hope to see lots of you there. On the 19th and 20th of April in Bendigo, Victoria, the Bendigo Model Railroaders will be holding their 38th annual Easter exhibition. On the 4th of May, the Railway Modelers of Queensland will be holding an open day and buy and sell day. The Albury Model Railway Show will be held on the 17th and 18th of May in New South Wales. The Hills Model Railway Society will be holding their exhibition on May 30th and June 1st at a new venue in Clarendon. The 2025 Adelaide Model Railway Show will be back on again over the June long weekend. On June 7th and 8th in Ballarat, Victoria, the Ballarat Model Train Show will be on again. In Victoria, on the 12th and 13th of July, the Storm Model Railway exhibition will be back on again. On the 12th and 13th of July in Queensland, the Pine Rivers Model Train and Hobby exhibition will be on. The Epping Model Railway Club will be holding an open day on the 12th of July in Epping, New South Wales. In Sydney, the North Shore Railway Modelers will be holding their exhibition on the 19th and 20th of July in DY. An exhibition not to be missed, the 53rd Annual Model Train Show will be on again on August 2nd and 3rd at the Melbourne Showgrounds, presented by AMRA Victoria, and I hope to see lots of you there. The National Model Railroad Association Australasian region will be holding their 2025 convention in Brisbane, Queensland from the 20th to the 25th of August, with more information coming soon. In Goulburn, New South Wales, on the 30th and 31st of August, the 2025 Goulburn Model Railway Show will be back on again, and after this year, I certainly think it's worth going again. In Queensland, the Brisbane Model Train Show will be on again on the 20th and 21st of September, with a new venue to be announced. On October 4th and 5th, the Shepparton Model Railway exhibition will be happening in Shepparton, Victoria. A not to be missed event is the Great Train Show, now happening on October 25th and 26th at the Rosehill Racecourse in Sydney. On the 2nd of November, the Logan and District Model Railway Club will be holding a show and sale day. On the 9th of November, The Railway Modelers of Queensland will be holding an open day and buy-sell day. And as always, if you are part of a model railway club and you do have an upcoming event, don't forget you can just reach out to me and I'm more than happy to add it to the news. Last month's giveaway was from James Turner, and congratulations to the winner here. You've been contacted by email and I'll have this shipped out shortly. This month's giveaway comes from Beautiful Little Buildings. This month we're giving away a Gordon station in either painted or unpainted, which you'll have to let me know which one you'd prefer, and a Queenslander house. Now, these 3D printed models are fantastic, and if you haven't already, definitely check out Beautiful Little Buildings because I think they are doing some amazing work and I think we should all get behind them. So if you are interested in winning one of these kits, head over to my website. There is a form you need to fill out and a little question that needs answering. So that's all for news, updates and announcements in the Australian model railway industry. Thank you all so much for watching and I hope you have a fantastic 2025. I'll see you all again really soon. Hooroo!